Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So as we near the back end of the trading week, we hear that Google and Apple are both back in the headlines, but this time not really for great reasons. And this is coming out of the US Senate as they have actually questioned Apple and Google's anti-competitive behavior related to their application stores. So representatives from other companies similar to the products that they make have accused the two tech firms of charging exorbitant fees and actually copying their ideas as well. But both Apple and Google's application stores actually charge fees of 30% and up for their in-app purchases, and they have actually said they are justified in doing this as they provide security for users. But on the flip side of this coin, you've got the Senate Judiciary Committee antitrust panel. They're focusing on claims that Apple's App Store and Google's Google Play are anti-competitive and that it is a literal monopoly. So why has this gone all the way to the US Senate? It's actually a little bit extreme, you would think, but developers are actually claiming because of a lack of competition, Apple and Google can charge whatever they want for their applications. And obviously this comes as Apple recently released their new product, which is AirTags in the US, and these can be attached to items such as handbags or keys to locate if someone's misplaced an item. But the product looks very similar to other things that are on the market already, other products. You've got something for other little tags from a company called Tile, which also has the same feature, but obviously Apple can pretty much run other companies out of the market due to their big financial backing, and they've also been accused of undercutting the competition. So basically there is no competition anymore. So something to keep an eye on in the next few weeks ahead. Every time Apple or Google announce a new application, or obviously with the AirTags that's just been released, it's interesting to see if there is a similar product on the market and how much that other product is going for, and if these big tech giants from Silicon Valley are actually undercutting them as well. So nothing's really affected the share price at the moment. I just want to take you through Google because I haven't looked at it for a few weeks. So, I'll just bring it out on a daily chart at the moment before I go intraday. And we had this hummingbird action to the upside. Obviously with the hummingbird it is to the upside, but we are looking to see if there's going to be more of a bit of a bounce and then a push to the upside further. We almost had a slight divergence on the RSI, if prices were going to start coming a bit further down, but they have held, as you can see, slightly bearish, but they have pretty much held in this region. So I'm just going to wait for a few more directions on the RSI and momentum to see if prices will start coming down. If I just bring it down to intraday at the moment, I just want to focus on where we stand with the Ichimoku cloud, because it's always a good indicator on where we might see a bit of support and resistance. So at the moment intraday, what I'm looking for, I was looking for a bit more of a further downwards bounce on the daily, but intraday we might get a little bit more of a bounce near term, and this could again propel prices a little bit higher. So not looking like Google's share price or market capitalization is going to wane anytime soon. It's not really so much of a negative headline at the moment for Google as it is for Apple, because Apple have released a new product on their line. But we'll just wait and see what the opportunities are. Obviously we've got this sideways channel here that was progressing slightly to the, sorry, I didn't even actually produce it there, to obviously a sideways chart, and then we've busted out of it, and now we're looking at the beginning of the month to actually progress further. So this was like the hummingbird action that I was checking out in the last few months for the Silicon Valley giant. And also you got Apple in the near term as well. We're seeing this bit of recovery from the previous downshift that we saw. Now I'm just looking to see if prices are going to start peaking like they did in the middle of the month, and then I'll be looking at the Ichimoku cloud to put in some buy positions. If we get a bounce here, then there'll be a nice buy position up to roughly about their high end of $130. If we do get cloud engulfment, then I'll be looking to see if prices will start pushing to the recent lows that we've seen roughly about a month ago. So just a few factors to take into consideration. When a company such as Apple release a new product, there is also always a buzz around it, but then we just have to wait and see if there's going to be a little bit of a sell-off in prices after such a big resurgence. On the RSI, nothing to shout about too much. There is a slight divergence, but we're just going to see if prices start coming down here, then it will be cancelled, and we'll just have to wait and see what the next opportunities are in the next coming trading days. So obviously, we're coming to the end of the trading week now. Probably not much more hysteria or buzz about AirTags anymore, more to do with the fact of other negative headlines for Apple and Google. So just things to look out for in the next few trading events. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, as usual, please add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.